Imagine standing in a street, watching people being killed right in front of you. Families, children, people you know, gone in seconds. And you could save them. But it could cost you your life. This is the story of a man who did just that. Oskar Schindler wasn't a hero at first, not even close. He was a businessman, charming, flirted with women, drank too much, gambled. He joined the Nazi Party, not because he believed in it, but because it gave him access to money and opportunities. He owned factories, he needed workers. Jews were cheap labor. That's how it began, business as usual. But then, he began to see it. The cruelty, the way people were treated like animals, beaten in the streets, starved, thrown onto trains with no second thought, children crying for their parents, mother holding babies as soldiers shouted. One day, he watched soldiers kill people openly, men, women, children, and he did something most would never do. He didn't turn away. He couldn't. He made a choice, a dangerous one. He started a list, hundreds of names, men, women, and children. He called them essential workers for his factory. Many couldn't even work, but to the Nazis, the list meant life. Every bribe he paid, every officer he convinced, every supply he bought, it became a shield between life and death. Walk with me into his factory. He would stroll down the aisles, speaking quietly. He urged mothers to hold their children tight. He gave extra food, blankets, little comfort that meant everything in a world like that. And the fear was constant. One wrong word, one missed signature, and 100 could die. Sometimes it happened suddenly. An officer would walk in, inspecting, shouting, demanding reports. One day a young officer asked, "Why keep so many useless workers?" Schindler smiled. "They are all essentials," he said. His heart found it. Every word could be his last, but he never wavered. And inside among the workers, life, hope found a way to survive. There was Lee, barely 18, a young woman, scared, holding on to her baby. She had no home, no family. Schindler whispered to her one morning, "You are coming with me, and you will be safe." Then there was David, a man in his 40s. He had lost everything, wife, children, his home. He barely spoke, barely smiled. Schindler made sure he had a warm bed, food, a small sense of dignity. For the first time in months, David allowed himself to hope. And Anna, a teenager who had never known peace. She hid under crates, trembling at every sound. Schindler found her one night, handed her a small piece of bread, and said softly, "You will see tomorrow. You will see life again." Every person on his list had a story. Every life mattered, every small act, every bribe, every extra blanket kept them alive. The tension never left. Soldiers roamed, orders changed, random inspections. Every day, Schindler walked the line between courage and death, yet he did not stop. He spent all his money, every last mark, cars, jewelry, and everything. His fortune vanished, but the people he saved, they lived. They went home. They built lives. They had children, grandchildren, and they remembered him. The war ended. Schindler was broke. No mansion, no riches, just a small apartment. Yet he was richer than most men alive. Gratitude surrounding him, families who owed him their lives, stories that would never be forgotten. Think about this: a man who drank, who gambled, who chased money, he became something far greater. A man who chose humanity when it matters most. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's a small choice, small acts that grow into something bigger, something life saving. He didn't see himself as a hero. He didn't believe he was brave, but history remembers him as one of the few lights in the darkest time. Because in a world filled with cruelty, he chose to be kind, he chose to protect, he chose life. And isn't that kind of courage we all hope to find inside ourselves?